Welcome back to Keith News, everybody. To start today off, we have news that Australia has officially banned social media for children under 16. Now, I could totally see this being a controversial choice, but honestly, I don't think it's that big of a deal, especially for what they banned. Now, if they banned YouTube, right, I think this would be a totally different story, but they've banned Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. And honestly, I think Australian kids can live without those social medias. I don't get me wrong, I get from a young kid's perspective, I think if you're mature, you should be able to have access to all those different social media sites. It's all based on your maturity level, but unfortunately, the easier way to regulate it is by going by age, as opposed to maturity level. But, if there could be a way where you could just, basically apply to use social media, I feel like that'd be a good way to do it, but I think this is better than young kids having access to shit like TikTok, if you ask me. The Oxford word of the year is officially brain rot, and honestly, this is a pretty good choice. People were like, oh yeah, you should make demure the word of the year, and no, brain rot has basically lasted the entire year, and I'm pretty sure it was even in 2023, but it's actually survived, whereas there's been other words that have just kind of died out after a little while, so this is definitely a word that deserves the word of the year, especially since it's going to stay, because goblin mode, I'm pretty sure, one word of the year, or it got added to the dictionary even, and no one uses that shit really anymore, and this actually has staying potential. Squid Game is having a crossover with Call of Duty. What the fuck? I guess it's not the most totally out there crossover ever. Both use guns, and I guess you could just have, the pink suit guys as, a skin or something, and it wouldn't be that out of place, but I don't know, I definitely didn't expect this. I can't imagine the creator of the show being like, oh yeah, let's do some Call of Duty skins. I feel like the creator was probably held against his will to do this by Netflix so that they can make more money out of the IP. So you know how Pokemon TV has shut down? Well, it's actually returning as a YouTube channel. It actually has returned as a YouTube channel at this point, and it currently has up to episode 25, as of this recording, 25 or 26, of the original series up for you to watch, which is very nice, because the episodes are not readily available unless you have, them on DVD or whatever. Most of them aren't even on Netflix anymore, I believe. So, yeah, this is definitely a much-needed channel, and I'm very glad that it exists. I was so sad when Pokemon TV died. I didn't really watch it anymore, but for all the fans that do want to watch the old anime episodes, they should always be readily available, because it's not like they're going to make a whole bunch of money anyways by keeping them restricted. If anything, you're going to make more money by having them on YouTube, where you can at least make a bit of profit. Shaggy appeared in a cameo in James Gunn's Creature Commandos. Oh my god, this is awesome, man. I feel like Disney has definitely failed with the opportunity to add stuff from their other franchises as Easter eggs. The most they've done is add a Star Wars minifigure into Marvel and stuff. What if we got a cameo of fucking Luke Skywalker in Marvel? I'm not saying I really want that, it'd be kind of out of place, but I think it'd be funny if they did something like that, and especially if it's just what they did here with Shaggy, where it's just a background cameo. I think it'd be funny if they just at least had the same actor as one of the Star Wars characters in a background scene, just to maybe be oh look, it's the Star Wars character, even though it's not actually confirmed. So, even though TikTok has been banned in Australia, it seems like it may be banned in the US as well, as of January 19th. For real, this time. I know that there's been a whole bunch of ban threats for the app for all eternity, it seems like, but this ban genuinely seems legit, because the only way that this ban isn't going to be reversed is if ByteDance sells to a company that isn't Chinese, and then that way the app can stay just under different management. And honestly, either way is good, because I think under different management, the app would probably improve. Jim Carrey spoke on playing both Gerald and Evil Robotnik in Sonic 3, saying he was excited to do it until he found out that it was double the work but the same salary. And honestly, I don't know about this, man, because look at Saul from Better Call Saul. He basically had Bob Odenkirk playing multiple different characters. He played fucking Saul, Jimmy, Gene, even though they're all the same character. They're all different personalities, right? And it's kind of similar to that, because the characters are fucking similar in a way. I don't know. I could definitely see him wanting a little bit of a salary increase, I guess, but I feel like if you enjoy what you're doing, it shouldn't really matter that much. I'm sure he was still getting paid pretty good to play just Robotnik anyways. Just one Robotnik. Fortnite will be officially releasing a 5v5 first-person shooter mode. Honestly, I think that this might kind of ruin Valorant a little bit, which I'm kind of grateful for, because Valorant can get annoying to hear about, but yeah, it's kind of cool that Fortnite is trying to compete with other shooting games. Even though they were already dominating pretty good, they're just trying to take even more of that monopoly. Ahsoka will begin filming in April, and it's going to be using different filming techniques aside from just the volume, and I think that'll definitely bode well for Ahsoka, because I don't think it looked as bad as a lot of people said, but it was definitely a downgrade from previous Mandover stuff, so maybe the volume's kind of running its course, and it's good, and they can still use the volume for certain things, but just infuse it with other filming techniques. And as for the April filming slot, that makes me think we'll probably get it around the same time as Mando and Grogu. if not a little bit before. So it could either work as a nice prelude or a prologue to the movie, and then that would probably bridge into Dave Filoni's movie, assuming that Mando Season 4 doesn't come out. But yeah, honestly, I think Ahsoka Season 2 will be alright if they really go into Thrawn. Speaking of Mandalorian and Grogu, Jeremy Allen White from The Bear has been casted as Jabba the Hutt's son. What the fuck? What? What the hell? I am so confused. But this would be so awesome, man. As for Jabba the Hutt's son actually playing a part in this, I think that'll be pretty interesting. Like maybe Mando and Grogu really will just be Mando Season 4, just like in movie form. Because I could picture Mando doing a job that was like against Jabba the Hutt's son or something, as he tries to take over Jabba's empire or something like that. But I don't know. It's kind of confusing. Like, what's he gonna do? Like, what's the Hutt clan even up to now that Boba Fett has kind of like ruled Tatooine and everything now? That would definitely be an interesting thing to see. Lastly, we have 2 casting updates for Avengers Doomsday. One, Anthony Mackie will be returning as Captain America in it. Whoa, no way, he actually gets to appear in a project that's got Captain America 4? Insane, dude. Yeah, I'm definitely glad that he gets a little bit of time to shine in the spotlight. But the huge news is that Chris Evans is going to be coming back. It doesn't say, like, as Steve Rogers. Like, maybe he'll come back as, like, another version of the Human Torch again, or something like that. Or, like, a Steve Rogers variant. I don't know. But honestly, if they're bringing him back for Doomsday, it makes me wonder, like, what they're gonna do for Secret Wars, man. Like, you think they'd be saving all those cameos for Secret Wars? Also, I guarantee you that Scarlett Johansson will be back in some fashion. Jeremy Renner will probably be back in some fashion. I mean, I guess he's still alive, but really, I think every dead character's actor will be back in some fashion in some way. And it'll just be like a massive send off before they go full X-Men.